that heavyweight boxing bout between Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker. What a story we had. The build-up to the fight was awesome. We couldn't wait to have it. The lights came on in Yobong. Anthony Joshua walked into the ring to face Joseph Parker, who was also undefeated. Both boxers were careful, and I understand because there was so much at stake. But in the end, it came down to the scorecards, and it went to the favor of Anthony Joshua.
It wasn't an explosive fight from a Joshua perspective, but for once I saw control, I saw maturity, I saw composure from Anthony Joshua. And when you talk about a fighter who's not had the luxury of going through 12 rounds in a bout before, been stretched to his limit, and he showed that composure, it was really brilliant. Because for me, I used to think Joshua was just the street fighters guy but he's showing that the guys in front of him, the guys who used to do this thing, the Vladimir Klitschko and the Vitaly Klitschko, were guys who were very controlled. They could take it through those 12 rounds. They just have that composure to be able to take it down the finishing line. And I thought Joshua was absolutely brilliant. But did he scare Deontay Wilder over the weekend? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Clearly, I don't think he scared Deontay Wilder. But he's just someone who's boxing with real confidence. He's going with real momentum at the moment. That's why he could have the guts to say, Deontay Wilder, well, we can do this. We can go in that fight. And Deontay Wilder would be honest with himself and say, I'm going to go against a very, very hardworking, very skilled, very composed boxer. And I think that's what we got over the weekend.
And someone that carries so much international love, you know, going for him and all of that. Toby, I know you want to say something about that, but let's go to Anthony Joshua, who has now unified the WBA, the IBF, and WBO World Heavyweight titles with a controlled performance, because he was in charge. And he says, look, I'm satisfied by winning with points. Let's listen to him.
In some way, you can say so, yeah. But at the same time, it's boxing, it's a 12-round fight. So if I saw boxing as knocking people out all the time, I think my coach would never push me to do like 15, 16, 17 rounds when I'm training. So I do understand it's a 12-round fight. And Klitschko, 11 rounds, Takam was 10. So we've always been in the realms of going 12 rounds if we need to, and today was the first time and we coped with it well. So on to the next now. It's difficult when someone comes and's backing off a lot of the time and so on and so forth. But so be it, you know, history was made. Joseph played a massive part in this, his whole camp did. And I'm honoured to share the ring with him. And what's interesting is Joseph won't give up now. Do you know what I mean? He's still young, competitive, and I think we'll definitely see Joseph Parker again. But as you said, I think just on this evening I was more focused, more disciplined, and I carried out the tactics, and I was a better man, it seemed.
That's why the better man won, and that's why he has all those belts on his shoulder. Anthony Joshua, now 21-0. You were expecting a knockout. He doesn't care. Big money in his bank account now. 15 million pounds. I'm sure you'll be able to go to bed the time you say you will. 15 million pounds. Toby, so much into this fight. Yep. Deontay Wilder was involved. Tyson Fury was also watching. Promoters all over the world. Anthony Joshua is gradually becoming that man that everyone is looking forward to finally unify the heavyweight division. With what you saw against Joseph Parker, can he do it?
Yeah, it's pretty going to be difficult against Wilder. Wilder is more experienced, 32 years. Had 39 knockouts from 40 fights, unbeaten in almost of this fight. So it's going to be a very a tough order for Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua has really come up with 27, great fight. I mean, great experience for him. In this one, he had to be very disciplined. He has to come with a lot of tactics. Survive 12 rounds. One on point. Unbeaten in 21 fights also for him. So I think it's really come off that age, come off that confidence. Yeah. Yes, Wilder might be a very tough fighter, but I think it will get a good fight, and that fight will be very, very big in terms of business. It will be very explosive, and if Joshua could get this one, I mean, it's really getting to the height of one of the greatest boxers in the history of boxing.
I know, but but don't be in a hurry, because that fight will not happen if the right figures, those promoters will not give us that fight unless there's so much money involved in it. Anthony Joshua has never denied his roots. He says it's everywhere he goes. He loves Nigeria. He's proud of his egusi soup and all of that. That's the governor of Ogun State right there. I went to watch the bout. I like the way Nigerians are beginning to embrace Anthony Joshua, but persons are asking questions that, what have we done with it? What can we use? How can we use his personality to improve boxing? Not just in Ogun State that is having so much love, but in Nigeria, because I mean that's the guy right there. You know, chatting away with the governor. You can bring him here for the right reasons. We can start off a boxing school. We can get into grassroots development programs and have Anthony Joshua endorse it or something. Because every now and then we come out and say, hey, he's Nigeria. We love the fact that he has Shagamu attached to his name, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Let's listen to the governor of Ogun State after the bout, and then I'll let Toby, because Toby has a lot to say about this.
That is promoting us. We are not in the news for wrong reason. We're in the news for a very right reason, very good reason. And I'm happy that he won the match. So I know that we are all very proud. This is not about Ogun State, really. It's about all of us as a nation. All Nigerians, it's about all of us. Yes, we are happy that it's from our stock is from Ogun State, but we cannot quarantine. He's a citizen of the world now. I mean, look at the massive support. About 80,000 people. Everybody in unit, everybody supported him.